August 2025, deep in northern Ontario, Angelo from Exploring with Angelo returned to what locals now call the Haunted Murderer Woods. 5 nights into living off-grid, he drove miles into isolated Crownland, where abandoned garbage, hidden trails, and rumors of a serial killer hiding in the forest had already unsettled him.
Kind of living off of the land for the most part, completely off-grid. We are currently entering what has been dubbed the Haunted Murderer Woods. There's been a little bit of an update on this place, which is why I wanted to come back. It is believed that there may in fact be a potential serial killer, murderer, whatever you want to call them, hiding out in these woods. Last time we came through here a few times, we found several different clues that clearly people have been kind of coming and going. Now this is public land.
The first red flag came fast, a truck blocking the entire road. No one visible. Then the driver suddenly appeared, staring at him with a cold, almost hostile expression before slowly moving aside.
Someone's in here and they blocked the whole road. Not even part of it, just literally the whole road. Where are they? I don't see anybody. Oh, what the f***? Apparently the dude's in the truck? Okay. That was weird. I thought like maybe they were like down there fishing or something. Well, looks like he's pulling over. Okay.
Angelo pushed deeper, set up camp by a fog-covered lake, raised his tarp, collected firewood, and cooked dinner as darkness swallowed the trees. Then the noises started. A scream, a whistle, rocks crashing together.
Yesterday's wood sucked. I do have hardwood with me, but why use all mine when we have literally an entire forest? Alright, good to go. There was that scream again. It sounded more like somebody like hollered, like yelled out. What is, like, why? Is that those people that I saw earlier? I don't know. Kind of weird though. Okay. I am so pooped. I'm so drained. I didn't. Okay, I just heard a whistle, but like a referee whistle. What the f was that?
Lights flickered in the forest like someone taking photos. He found a hidden @V in the brush, newer than the one he'd seen months earlier.
Is it down there? Like, how could they... I don't know, this is just pipes and lumber. It looks like... Oh, there's something there. What the hell? Oh, the ATV is still here. I wonder if that belongs to them. It could. I don't know if it's the same one, though. It's an Outlander. No, there's no way. This looks...
Footsteps circled his camp. Something clapped from the darkness.
Maybe somebody's genuinely hiding out here right now. Alright, maybe I should get up and go and make myself something to eat. I'm starving. I went to the grocery store earlier. Slim pickings, man. Up here in northern Ontario, there ain't much to choose from. The beef is shit, the chicken looks like shit, the sausages are even shittier. I went to the sausage section, I'm just like, what is this? Like literal garbage. I don't know what the deal is, but yeah, that's what we're... What was that? Now I hear like a vehicle. But oddly enough, it sounds like it's in that direction. So the highway is that direction. There is a plane. And then we also heard that, I don't know what that sound was. Some sort of knock or clap or something like that. Okay. Weirdly enough, also, by the shelter, I was seeing like weird flashes of light. Almost as if somebody's taking pictures or something. I don't know what the deal is with that, but maybe we should go check. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. Oh man, I'm gonna bring this with me.
Gripping his rifle, he scanned the tree line as movement shifted between the boats and the shoreline.
Some weird ass shit going on out here. I guess we could run this spirit box in the meanwhile. The wind. We're so lucky that we're in this spot. I think the noise like in the background, that humming, I think that's a train. Anyway, let's run this for a moment. Let's just see what comes through. Is there anybody here that wishes to communicate with me? I might actually try the...
By morning, heavy fog covered everything, and the couple who claimed to boat across the lake were nowhere to be found. Feb 6th, 2026. Dan from Cursed Urban returned to what locals call Skinwalker Forest in Illinois. He wasn't supposed to camp there, but as twilight faded, he hiked deep inside, set up a small tent near the trail, and began filming.
For this evening, Dan, we're back here. We're back at the Skinwalker Forest, and I have a feeling it's going to be a wild night. Why do I have that feeling? I don't know. I'm just assuming it's going to be, because every time I'm here, something crazy always happens. But guys, before we get into the video, if you're new here, make sure to go down there, do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button. If you're a returning subscriber, a member of the Curse Crew, or even a passerby, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that share button, share this video with a friend, family member, or on your social media if you really enjoy it, and leave me a comment letting me know that you are ready for tonight.
First came the small things. Shredded cotton scattered around a tree like something had been torn apart. A child's hair clip lying in the dirt. This forest had a history of disappearances, and he knew it.
Here. What is this about? See this? There's like this stuffing all shredded around here. Maybe it's not stuffing, but it looks like cotton. Plastic diamond on some type of faux leather. Oh wait, never mind. I thought it was leather. It's like for hair. Somebody must have dropped it. That's weird, dude. That's like I'm telling you. Whenever you come to these places.
Then came the knock. Dan asked for a sign. A loud, deliberate tree knock echoed from behind him. Seconds later, a scream. Not an animal, not wind. A human-like scream from the exact same direction.
Is that what you're saying? Was this Emma's? Somebody named Emma's? Yeah, dude, I heard it saying stuff when we were looking at that. Okay. Knock. Will you knock on a tree or something? Let me know that you're here. Okay, yeah, dude. Okay, I heard that. Yeah, that sounded like it was from straight.
He tried to calm himself. Maybe wildlife. Maybe imagination. Then his spirit app said one word. Approach.
Right here. If you want me to go. Approach. Approach. Holy, no way. Dude, when it said approach, no way.
Immediately, footsteps crunched down the trail behind him. Later, as he stood frozen, his camera's autofocus locked on to a second face beside him, a face that wasn't there.
And then when I freaked out, so on my camera, I have autofocus on, which is face tracking, right? So on my screen, you guys can't see, but I can see it. On my screen, there is this little box that as I move, like this box follows my head around, because that's like where it's locked on to focus. And just like in a creepy video, whatever was on that trail, like it was actual footsteps coming down that trail. There's not a doubt in my mind. It was actual footsteps coming down that trail. Like those things, like back.
Gunshots rang out somewhere in the forest.
I can talk to you a little bit. Dude, okay. That was some of the... I just heard gunshots over there.
He slept eventually. Gladu got to sleep with no interruption. After 2 chaotic weeks following Hurricane Helen, the creator returns to Lonewolf Mountain for his first filmed overnight adventure. Remarkably, his property sustained minimal damage, just a fallen tree, while surrounding roads and nearby communities were devastated by flooding and landslides.
Lonewolf Mountain with some down trees. The only down tree that I really have to worry about was up at the top, and for the most part I've cut it up. I'll show it to you later. I've begun working on it, but I need a come along to finish it up. That big tree limb up at the top of the mountain there is the only damage that was done here at Lonewolf Mountain. I'm so incredibly lucky. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for the entire area.
With national parks and forests closed and travel routes destroyed, he chooses to camp on his own land, keeping the trip simple and practical. He sets up a modest campsite, prepares Korean barbecue noodles with salmon, and reflects on the storm's impact. Though his home suffered severe flooding that destroyed a deck and much of his gear, he emphasizes gratitude.
Have a good place to dry out gear at the moment. When it was flooding, we had flooding all around us. So the floodwaters got up so high at my house that it ripped the deck off of the house and destroyed it. So in the past, I've always used that deck to dry off gear, but that's not possible anymore. So
Power and water were eventually restored, and a new home internet setup allows him to resume uploading videos. He acknowledges the broader destruction in the region and expresses appreciation for community support.
and it was rocking about 400 megabytes per second, which is not bad at all. So I have internet here now, I have internet at home. That means the videos can be uploaded. Like I said before, things are going back to normal, everyone, and I'm so incredibly thankful. I feel bad being able to go back to somewhat.
Throughout the chilly evening, he enjoys a campfire, the sounds of coyotes and a bobcat, and the peacefulness he needed after intense cleanup efforts.
Coyotes. We are surrounded at the moment. There's a pack behind us, and there's another pack over there somewhere down off the mountain here. Oh man, it is so good to be back here at Lonewolf Mountain listening to the coyotes. It's been a crazy last couple of weeks, and I'll be honest,
By morning, after coffee and reflection, he heads home to continue rebuilding, thankful, grounded, and ready to move forward. The next chilling footage comes from the YouTube channel Trail Guide Pictures. While solo canoe camping on a remote northern lake, the creator paddles to a small island for the night. At first, the only disturbances are minor, strange cracking sounds in the trees, splashing in the water, a snake slithering straight toward his tent as if it doesn't even see him. He jokes about Snake Island, trying to lighten the mood.
There's the light.
That noise is frog. But I just heard a noise. There was a noise like... The best I could describe it is like a tree falling, but not loud, not a thump, like a cracking kind of noise. Just keep going here. So... I don't hear it anymore. Yeah, I just don't know if it was something going through bush or something shifting, falling. I'm sleeping over here. This is my island tonight. Hopefully I don't hear anything else.
But the real threat arrives at dusk. A black bear is spotted swimming toward the very island where he has pitched camp. Alone, with no firearm, he hurriedly prepares what little protection he has: a bear banger, aging bear spray, and an air horn. The bear climbs ashore and lingers, moving through the trees. When he spots a dark shape shifting at the far end of the island, the situation becomes real.
To Snake Island. Well, I've got company swimming to the island. A black bear is swimming over to the other end of the island right now. I was just walking and I saw it look like Loch Ness. Fuck. Yeah, he's on. I'm gonna go get my bear spray and just be ready. I have an air horn. I have one bear bang.
Night is approaching. Bears are more active after dark.
There's no way you'll be able to see, but Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's like straight through, and then there's a tree that goes this way, but then there's something black, and I think I saw it move. Yeah, he's definitely.
He faces a decision: stay and risk an encounter in his hammock, or leave immediately. Choosing caution over pride, he packs up and paddles away before sunset.
They're everywhere. I never should have come to Bear Island. All right, well, I've paddled back to the previous lake from yesterday. Just don't feel safe.
Out there, isolation isn't peaceful. It's vulnerable. Good decision, Jason. I hope that you had a fairly restful night after the snake and bear encounter. And as you say, better safe than sorry. March 2024, Love Sundays headed into the woods for a quiet night of stealth van camping. After dealing with trouble the previous week, he chose a remote roadside clearing, far from houses, far from people. He cooked an easy lamb stew in his slow cooker, wandered through the trees at sunset, and joked about how creepy the forest felt.
Welcome to the woods. I'm going to make the easiest meal ever, which is my very own lamb stew. But I have bought this casserole mix and some already diced lamb, so it's going to be really easy. And I'm going to chuck it all in the slow cooker, so then while this is cooking over the next couple of hours, I can do a little bit of exploring and then come.
By 9 p.m., curtains drawn, heater humming, he went to sleep believing isolation meant safety. Then headlights flooded the van. A car pulled up directly outside. Footsteps circled the vehicle. He froze.
A car's just pulled up, and it sounds like they're walking around the van.
So, I was just woken up because
The car drove away, only to return minutes later, this time parking behind him. He filmed quietly from inside, heart racing, waiting for the sound of glass breaking. Eventually, silence. Morning came gray and wet. He reached for the door handle. It wouldn't open.
I heard a car pull up, and it was at the front of the van. So I got up, turned my phone on, and filmed. And as soon as I drew the curtains back, they drove off. They got to the end of the road, turned around, and then came back and parked behind the van.
Someone had cable-tied his door shut from the outside. If there had been a fire, if he had panicked, fingerprints smudged the fuel cap. Were they trying to siphon diesel? Or trap him?
This at the time, but if you look at that fuel cap there, there's fingerprints. So now I'm wondering, was their intention to steal my diesel? And if so, did they cable tie the doors so that they could make a quick getaway if they got rumbled? But they're obviously not very intelligent thieves, because anyone would know on these transit vans, you have to open the passenger door to allow you to actually open the flap to get to the diesel.
They're not easy to cut, are they?
He had slept through someone attempting to imprison him. The two-legged creatures have always scared me more, the four-legged. Glad you're safe. January 2022. Just before 5 a.m., a solo van lifer known as the Cat Lady van was parked beside a quiet ocean bay, miles from the nearest house. Snow covered the ground. The road was empty. It was the kind of place no one just passes through.
Beautiful, like ocean bay. It's too dark right now to show you. I'm gonna show you later. But yeah, we had a strange event. Let's put it that way. I was not sure if I wanted to share that. I don't like drama. I don't like stressing people who might think about van life or stressing people that are in van life. It's not like a stressful event. It's just...
She had arrived after dark, made tea, and gone to bed expecting a peaceful sunrise over the water. Instead, she woke to the sound of tires crunching slowly over icy snow.
Just like I heard a little duck all night, you know, Kenny was looking around and all this was, you know, I thought I would go for a walk. Now it's raining and that guy woke me up with a strange woke up, so. But I thought I would share. I don't know why. I don't like to make a video and say, oh, someone woke me up, and you know, like making a drama just for making a drama.
At first, she ignored it. People pull over sometimes. Then a car door opened, footsteps, and suddenly a man was standing directly beside her van door. 5 a.m, pitch black, no houses, no reason.
If I was doing that, and it was at the wrong door, obviously. I have no idea why at 5 a.m. that guy was standing beside my door. Yeah, it was 5 a.m. I looked at the phone. So I tried to go back to bed, but obviously, you know, like it's all in my mind. And it's pretty early. So I was like, all right, let's just turn the heater on and just get up. And now it started raining, so my plan on going outside, not that I had a plan for the video, but I was like, oh, we're just gonna wake up.
He was on the phone, laughing, swearing, his voice so close she could hear every word through the thin metal wall. She froze, waiting for a knock. Her stomach twisted.
3 years, not a big deal. It's just a guy talking on the phone who was probably in the wrong van. But if you are in a van, maybe I hope this video will make you think, are you really prepared? Do you have everything set up? Because we get comfortable in a van and we forget about like sometimes a little bit of safety measure. So for me, it was a nice little practice. So I'm glad that happened. So now I'm a little bit more prepared. Like everything's going to be ready to go if I need to. And like I say, I do.
If he knocked, she was ready to use a deeper voice and pretend someone else was inside. Instead, after lingering only a foot from her door, the man rushed back to his car and sped off far above the limit.
All the things inside my van, if something get out of van, which hopefully would never happen, but if that happened, I'm a little bit prepared on that side. So, I hope you enjoy. Stay safe, my friend, and I will see you in the next video. Let you with Kitty. I think it's like Kitty.
Later, she found tire tracks inches from her van.